Hello students, myself Hema Marwah is going to introduce you the chapter 3 titled Scratch Programming in Computers. So let us start the chapter with learning objectives in the next slide. Students, in this lesson you will be introduced with Introduction of Scratch, Working with Scratch, Scratch Interface, Working with Sprites, and what is a sprite? Introduction about blocks palette and script area, description of functions, and uses of forever and forever if functions. Students, Scratch is a new programming language that makes it easy to create interactive stories, games, and animation. Scratch is a free visual programming language that is being developed to help simplify the process of creating and programming animations, games, music, and interactive stories. You can also share your creations with others on web. The Scratch programming language is primarily targeted at children only and is designed to teach computational thinking using a simple but powerful building block approach to software development. And it focuses more on problem solving than on specific syntax. Scratch products are made up of projects called sprites. You can change how a sprite looks by giving it different costumes. Sprites can be made to look like a person, or a train, or a butterfly, or anything else which is of your choice. You can also use any image as a costume, draw an image at the paint editor, import an image from your hard disk, or drag in an image from the website. Instruction can also be given with the sprite, telling it to move or play music or react with other sprites. To tell a sprite what to do, you snap together graphic blocks into stacks and that are called scripts. You can click on to a script. Scratch runs the block from top of the script to the bottom. Users program in Scratch by dragging blocks from block palette and attaching them to other blocks like a jigsaw puzzles. So what are the main points of the introduction about the Scratch programming language? Scratch is a new programming language that makes it easy to create games, animations, and interactive stories. Scratch is a free visual programming language. For sharing your creation with others, you can use the web. Scratch programming language is designed to teach computational skill using building block approach to software development. Scratch projects are made up of objects which are called sprites. Students, now we will know how we can work with Scratch. There are two ways to work with Scratch. You may work using your browser or download the offline editor and create programs without accessing the internet. This means you need not have the internet. In Scratch, you can create your own games. When you start a new Scratch project, it begins with single cat sprite. So again, what are the summary points? There are the two ways to work with Scratch. First, by using online browser. Second, by downloading the offline editor. You can create your own games. New Scratch projects start with single cat sprite. In this slide, we will know about Scratch interface. The user interface for the Scratch development environment divides the screen into several panes. On the left is block palette, in the middle the current sprite information and script area, and on the right side the stage and the sprite list will be given. The block palette has the code fragments and that code fragments are called blocks and that can be dragged into the script area to make the programs. Scratch programs are called the Scratch projects. To keep the palette from being too big, it is organized into 8 groups of blocks and the name of different blocks which are present in the Scratch interface screen is control, motion, looks, sound, pen, sensing, operators, and variables. Students, in this slide, I have shown you the diagram of Scratch interface. Here you can see the block palette is present on the left hand side. Then in the middle, script area is there. Then you can see at the bottom sprite list, and then new sprite buttons are also given. Mouse, XY display, stage is also being displayed in this diagram. And then some other features are being shown, which are the current sprite information. Different tabs are being shown, and toolbar is also shown, and view mode, presentation mode, and green flag is also being visible in this diagram. So I want to give a little introduction about the block palette and the script area. The block palette is the area of graphical user interface which is located between the stage, sprite pane, and scripting area. It is here the categories of the blocks are color coded and then can be clicked to bring up a new set of blocks that can be dragged into the scripting area to the program is sprite or stage. By selecting the scripts tab in the upper area of the Scratch program, the block palette will be opened. Now I will focus on the script area. Script area is the area on the right side of the project editor where scripts are assembled. Means where you can drag your script which has been already given in the different types of blocks. It can be accessed from the both the stage and the from sprites. Although the stage and each sprite all have separate script areas and scripts. It is a gray pin striped rectangle. The script area menu consists of three options when you will right click it. They are the cleanup, save picture of the script, and add comments. Thanks for watching my video on Scratch programming for class 6. Write your comments in the comment box and hope it will help you in making the programs in Scratch. Thank you to all.